Okay. Oh God, just take over because I don't know. Okay, so please don't talk. Let me just do the first link before Sarah comes back. I don't remember how to use this. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'll be using 1, 2, 3, right? All 3 mics.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Alright, thanks, Sarah. 1, 2. I should be done in like 20 minutes. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, so I don't know when this is gonna come out.
Yeah.
So I'll just figure it out in my head. Okay, guys. First song is Okay. Okay, no one talk for 2 seconds. Hello. Okay. That was a test. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Tea with Toshin. Happy Friday. Guys, the weather. You know, every time I come on the show, the first thing I talk about is the weather, because this is Ireland. But the weather today is actually surprisingly not bad. It's not bad. Thank God. Okay, I have another amazing show for you this Friday afternoon. I have a very special guest. Yes, she is back, and she is consistent with the guests. But we'll talk more about that later. Opening the show, I had Bante Martin, I'm Still Healing. Then I had The Brave Collide with Fire. And then I had Bobby Arlo with Felix. Guys, I don't know if did anyone watch the Eurovision? I thought Ireland did very good. Let's talk about that for a second. I thought Ireland did very good, and I thought we actually had a chance this year, but we didn't get into the finals, unfortunately. But you know, she did her thing. The dancers were dancing. The outfits were outfitting. It was really, really, really good. Okay, last song there. That's not Eurovision. Last song there, I had Gregory Porter, The Water Under the Bridges. Gregory Porter is still touring in the UK. I think he's next up is Germany now. But he's doing his thing, and you're probably asking Toshin, why do you know Gregory Porter's schedule? Because I stalk him, okay? Don't ask questions. Okay, guys, as I said before, I have an amazing show for you with a special guest, but I'm going to just play a few more songs, and then I'll bring on the guest. Okay, next up, I have a little throwback. I have a bit of Jake Bug. His name is actually not Jake, his name is Jack. Whoopsies. Jack Bug with 2 fingers. Here we go. Okay.
That was crazy.
Yeah. You just have to.
Yeah, you talk fast.
No. I make so many mistakes. I'm just seeing. Okay, speaking to your mic.
Mic check. Oh, good.
Testing.
Speaking to it again, sir.
Mic check.
Yep.
How's that?
Testing. All good.
Just so you know, just I'm recording over there, okay?
Do you? It's not my business. Just don't post till you have to.
Yeah, until you're clear.
Exactly. Okay, so what am I playing now?
Calendar. I love that track. Do you like Calendar?
Yeah, I actually haven't listened to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
well, I will listen to it.
I haven't listened to it myself.
I'll listen to it when the time comes. I haven't listened to it.
Yeah,
I've listened. I'm pretty sure you sent me consent and I listened to it.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, think. Okay, guys, quiet in the room, please, especially if the mics are turned on, so I can hear everything. Okay, that was Calendar by Natural B. Before that, I had She Needs Time by Chris Wong, and before that, I had Believe in, a little throwback. You know what? It's Friday, and I'm just trying to beg for y'all. I Believe in by Danny G. Okay, guys, you can hear the laughing. I told them to be quiet, but of course they cannot be quiet. But I have my special guest in the room. Not guests, but yes, I have 2 special guests in the room. And I guess this is also another throwback. I guess it's Throwback Friday because I'm throwing it back to Natural B. He is in the studio with...
AYDELE.
Louder.
AYDELE.
Yes. Don't be shy. Say your name. But why I'm saying it's a throwback is because I remember... I'm from Dundalk, if you didn't know, but I'm from Dundalk. I remember back in the day, everyone was like, Natural B, you know Natural B, he's a singer, Natural B. Yeah. And I remember I was like 13 or 14, and I was like, literally for years, like, I was like, oh, who's this Natural B guy? Because I wanted to be a singer, you know, I was like,
of course.
Yeah, who's this Natural B? So you were really like, you know, let's say driving the train for the Dundalk people, you know, we were setting that path, opening the lane for us musicians. But like,
Yeah.
also I love to see. Look at us now. The tables have turned in a way because now I'm interviewing you on my
That's
show.
mad. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
No, for real. Like
you
10 years.
manifested that, yeah.
For real,
Oh
for
my
real,
God.
for real. So like,
Wow.
yeah. Before we get into it, tell the people like who you are, what you've been doing, how it started. I want to like, I know you, but like, do people know you? So like, tell them.
I'm just a normal, regular guy. I mean, I'm just a creative guy. You get me?
And how long have you been doing it?
I'm doing it long. The
Yeah.
longest.
Well, I'm
the
for real.
longest. You get me? And I think straight from living, so I went straight into music. You know, my mom's like, "Why don't you go do music in school?" I was like, "No, I do business." But then I just fell in love. I met like great people, Peasy, Michael. The doc really just embraced me.
Tommy Thomas,
Sanjo, the hope. I mean,
the music coming out, the Afro music coming out from the doc, came out from the doc is like amazing for real.
I feel like I can't say that it started from the doc, but I feel like the doc was like the one of the first platform that we had for Afro music, and it kind of just pushed me out there. And everyone embraced me. I mean, I can go to anyone's house in the dock and be like, "Oh, that's not public. Come here. Sit down. Do all rice. Do all rice. You know, that kind of way." So, and then, you know, obviously, I had to evolve, and I chose to stay with the music over the years, and all the boys are doing great things. You know, most of them are, you know, buying houses and like, you know, living their life. And I'm just like, you're still doing music? Well, yeah, I'm still loving it. So that's why we're here.
For real, that's why we are here. But it's like really good. It's just really good to see like people being consistent in their art, you know, because it is hard. Like music is not easy. You know, I've been doing it for now 11 years. And it's not easy, but we just got to keep going because it's like more than the music. It's just the passion and like what it does for us, for me personally anyway. Like music is like healing. It's like a way of healing, it's a way of expression. But yeah, I have some questions, a few questions, not much, but a few questions for you.
Before you go on,
okay, could you interview me?
Shout out to you as well, because I mean, you just said like you came. I mean, back then you used to be like, I want to be a singer too. I want to be in the industry. And you're doing just that. I mean, I see a lot of your content online. You're performing here. You're killing it. I like your voice is so.
Look at me. I'm not getting emotional.
So
you know, because it's usually me giving people, you know, the claps and you know, tell them. So it's nice. Not the claps, not the literal clap. Okay, guys, you heard it here on Tea with Toshin. I'm also getting the accolades and the claps. Okay, well, let me go back to my job. Thank you for you know switching up there for being the interviewer. But tell me this. So let's take it back. When did you first fall in love with music, and like what made you be like, okay, I want to take this seriously?
Yeah. So that was my first time in the studio. I was on a hook. I was on a chorus for a rap group, Hop Stars, back in school, and then they was like, "You're good," and I was like, "Yeah, all right." And then my best friend Simon at the time, we lived in Navan, and he was like, "Dude, you can do this." You know, I was like, "Do what?" You can write. You're good at writing. And the singing part, I wasn't so sure, but I knew I could write. I could always write. So he was like, "We're doing this." And then once that first song came out, and then the whole school loved it, I was like, "Oh my God, there's something here." And I loved that people would like something that came from my brain. So that was it. I just fell in love and just kept doing it.
So would you say you're more of like a writer or like you're more of a performer?
I'm a performer for sure. Every time I get off stage or get on stage, people are like, "This guy is different." But then combined with the writing, I feel like you know, you have to be able to connect with people. That first, and then you have to be able to make them move and feel something when you're on stage.
Feel something. That's it for me. It's like I really need if someone is not like moved by like a performance, then I haven't done my job. Right? So that's what I feel. But okay, so the Afrobeat, obviously you're into Afrobeat. So the Afrobeat scene is growing in Ireland. And it's still carving its space. But what I can't even read my own writing. How has it been for you, like building your sound and building your audience with the Afrobeats? Has it been easy, or do you feel like, okay, maybe I need to switch it up from Afrobeats? Like, how has it been for you? Because Afrobeats is not really that easy in Ireland, I don't think.
Yeah. I think again, it's that mindset that are you thinking now or are you thinking long term? So, and I'm thinking long term. I mean, Afrobeat is coming up in Ireland a lot, but I can see that it's going to get bigger and better. So
100%. It's getting there.
It's getting there, and I'm just trying to stay in the lane. And I ask people. I do a lot of feedback. I ask people a lot. So what do you think with what I'm doing now? Like, just stay with the Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Just don't switch it up. And also, when I switched, obviously I was doing like a bit of a dance. I used to do everything R&B, blah blah blah. And then once I switched to Afrobeat, and the reaction is like, dude, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you're finally doing something that's just making
that's you. And
So,
you're comfortable in it.
I think Afrobeat's gonna go.
That's good. And like, I know we're saying like, Afrobeats is so, it can be hard, but like, what has been the biggest challenges you feel like you faced on your journey so far, and how have you pushed through?
I think that's the biggest thing for Afrobeat now is just collaborating, and I feel the
and
scene.
This is why.
And this is why AY is here,
Yeah.
And people don't really collaborate with each other, which is like, come on, like that's the essence of building a community and an audience.
It is.
And people do it in Nigeria, do it in the
so
US.
So much.
When it over here in Ireland, that's the challenge. Everyone wants to do their own thing.
I really feel like in Ireland it's like a competition sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's so annoying.
It's like
guys, let's help each other out. Like, let's share this ladder.
Yeah.
Because Ireland is so small.
Yeah.
So it's like if we're all sharing the same ladder and we're helping each other out, we'll all grow. And like, but people are like, no, we have to stay in my own lane. No, we have to do this. It's always a competition. But for me, it's not competition. If I have the connections, I would share it to people, because at the end of the day, like, it's like, people might not resonate with what I'm doing, but they might connect to other people, and that's fine.
Yeah, and it comes back to you then.
It comes back to you, and like, it's like we're all. My mom always said something. It's like we're all in the same bus, but we're all getting off a different destination, and even to get to that destination, we're all going to take different routes.
Woo.
And like that stays with me for like my life. That really stays with me, because it's like we're all really going to be on different journeys, but like, if we don't give people the resources, especially because Ireland is so small, but this is why some people are moving away, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm like, go, please, I'll buy you a ticket, go. Because if you feel like you're gonna grow better in somewhere else, and there's gonna be a better community, why not?
Yeah, but we have people like yourself, paving the way and building the platform because you need people. You need to be the change you want to see, and this is great, and I'm really grateful that you're letting us up here and sharing your audience and your platform with us.
But why would I keep it to myself?
This is collaborating.
For real, there's different forms of collaboration, right?
Exactly.
No, This is why I do Tea with Toshin, is because I know what it was like to be an artist.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I just started releasing music, and I'd send all my music to radio stations, and no one would reply to me. Hours searching for emails, everything, and no one would reply to you, and you just feel so lost and lonely, and like no community. So I like, a dream of mine was like, one day, I'm gonna have my own radio station, and anybody who ever reaches out to me, I'm gonna try my best to accommodate them, because like I know how it feels to be like left in the dark.
Wow.
You're
like Moses.
Moses leading the people. I love Moses. What a Bible reference. Yeah. I'm getting all the compliments today. You guys don't leave. And let me just tell you guys, they even brought me a present. It was such a Nigerian thing. I was like, oh, you went to Curry's to buy like, earphones, but then open the bag and it's actually, 7-Up and Chris. I'm like, wow, this is so Nigerian. It brought me back home.
Yes, I will come back.
Literally, do you ever see your Christmas when you have the box of roses, but you open it and it's actually rice in the box? That's actually what I felt there. I was like, wow, this is home. This is so Dundalk.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Let's get into why we're here. So, music, you have a single.
Oh, yes.
Or it's been out, right?
It's been out, yes.
So tell us about the single and tell us about the collaboration and why. AY, you've been very quiet there. You should speak. Tell us about the music. Tell us about the song.
Yes.
Yeah, so when they reached out to me about the song Consent, I was like, this song has a very powerful message, because the young people nowadays, it's a very strong topic today.
Yeah.
When it comes to consent. No is no and yes is yes.
Yeah. Very important message, yeah.
Anything in between is, so when they reached out to me regarding the song, I was like, this is such a nice song to be part of. And I was so excited to get on the song.
Amazing. And have you guys performed this song live together?
No, we haven't, not yet.
So when's the next gig?
Belfast, actually.
Belfast
this weekend.
Yeah.
And
amazing. And is it like your headline show?
No, it's a couple of artists, loads of artists.
Okay.
But this is the second year we've been booked. I didn't get to go last year. Some personal reasons, but this year I'm like, I am going. Definitely.
So like, how many gigs would you do in a year, do you say?
Not a lot, but
you'd want to be gigging more though.
I want to be gigging more, but like, you know what I am doing though? I am doing like a performance like in the theaters. Like, I'm in the theater,
Okay.
But I'm not doing my own stuff. Do you get me? So I want to do that more this year.
Yeah.
You know.
You just it's a hard one, but you have to look for these opportunities yourself.
Yeah.
Really. You know, you can't wait for it to come to you. You know, I always say to like my friends and my fans and my students, it's like, you know, there's a cup right there, and like if I say to the cup, come, it's just gonna stand there.
Yeah.
You know,
You have to go pick it
come.
up.
Come.
It's not, you know, you have to actually go
Let's
get
go.
it. And that's the way I see gigs and I see
Mhm.
opportunities. Is like, I'm such a go-getter. When I want something, I'm going to get it, you know? Because a lot of people are like, Toshin, you're gigging so much, you're doing this. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm working hard to get it.
Yeah, it's like
it's just not coming to me, you know? So that's the advice I'd have for you. You didn't ask for it, but I'm going to give it to you.
I'll take it.
You know, if you want to gig more, because you're saying, I want to gig more, I want to do this, then go and get the gigs. You know, go to venues, go to locations. And not only in Ireland. Ireland is small, it's oversaturated. Call England. There's so many places and venues in the UK, you know, abroad. Like, you really need to just do this thing for yourself, because, like, at the end of the day, we're growing old, and, like, the markets, you know, they're going to be like, you're getting old. So this is the time. This is the time when you have the energy, right? So, anyway, I'm done giving advice.
Oh, no, quick plug. We're doing our own show, actually, in June.
Okay.
1st, yeah.
Nice.
So that's gonna be like
June 21st.
June 21st.
21st, sorry.
So in town.
Okay, do you have a venue?
Yeah, we have Smithfield.
Okay.
So we're gonna turn that place around and make it like give it a Nigerian vibe. And
June 21st in Smithfield, but you don't have the exact location yet.
No, we're doing at the Smithfield Hotel.
Oh.
No, sorry.
Like the square.
No, it's the Hendrix. The Hendrix, yeah, it's the Hendrix Hotel. So
okay, amazing. Okay, well that's good. Well, make sure.
Come out.
Please, if I'm free from here, that's Fête de la Musique. That's actually World Music Day. There you go. Look at that. Okay, amazing. Okay, where can we find you guys?
Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music.
Do you have like an ad for the fans?
Oh yeah, so you can find me at ADEBAYO D1. So that's Adebayo D1.
Okay.
And yeah, that's me on Instagram.
Amazing.
And on Spotify, it's Natural B, NATURAL space and a B. And you should find me. If you have any problems finding me on Spotify, just put in my name and put in More Fire or Calendar or the name of the song and I'll pop up.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming on to Tea with Toshin.
Thank you for having us.
I'm gonna play Consent. Thank you for writing such a beautiful song, and thank you for spreading such a beautiful and important message.
Thank you.
This is Natural B and AY with Consent.
Woo!
Not the woo. Okay, amazing. Well done, guys. So let me just text Sarah. You guys did good. You guys are so funny.
You're a good interviewer as well. You know that.
Thank you.
So you can tell. Yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah. Oh God.
I'm gonna say to Sarah, finish share now. Just want to take a photo. Let me actually just wrap up. Should I wrap up the show?
Yeah.
Just wrap up the show. Okay, guys. Sorry. Can you just be quiet?
Okay.
Maybe like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna do this last link.